All right, of course, like right after I posted week in review, and anyway, this would be in the following week because today, yesterday was Monday, but right after they posted, we got a wipe confirmed. So yeah, right away, big wipe, and let's see what they said about it. We'll read their words. Thank you everybody for the love, of course, appreciate it. But I'm probably gonna post this on YouTube, so we'll thank you right after. I know many of you are making plans for patch day, so we want to give you a heads up. Not much of a heads up. With the release of 4.8, which is they did on purpose because they wanted their numbers to be up. The moment they would have said wipe, everybody would have stopped playing. The last time a developer said that there was going to be a wipe a few months ago, that definitely killed motivation for people. And this is, dagger in the chest. For me, the moment they changed each quality of material in mineable rocks to only be 8 different ones, to me it was obvious they were at the very least going to clear that part of our inventory out, because the whole point was to clean up your inventory. So if you had all this other leftover stuff, it wouldn't have cleaned your inventory. We'll be performing a wipe of in-game resources, items, vehicles purchased with UEC, and earned Alpha UEC balances. This reset is an important step towards stabilizing the economy. Again, you still don't have an economy until you have faucets and sinks. There are no sinks and there are endless faucets. But I said this right before then, we have not really seen a world with crafting and a lot of the content that's in the game without insanely ridiculous exploits and an insane amount of inflation in the game. There's going to be insane inflation, but it was like hyper giga inflation with some of the exploits that existed. So are all the exploits fixed? I don't think so. Which is a whole nother thing here. They kind of said that they would do this wipe when they were sure they fixed stuff. As always, we play the game, they don't. I imagine a lot of us know of exploits that they have not fixed. So, CZ box glitching seems fixed. Well, that would be cool. But yeah, so I don't expect this to be perfect, but I'm really, really excited to see what a much, like, guys, I remember we were like farming Hathor for pure Karenite just to sell to other players, and I can't remember what we were selling it for. I think we were selling it like at its lowest point was 13 million per gem. And then one day somebody offered just randomly 2.5 billion and we didn't know about the exploits yet. So we thought like, holy crap, like we just killed it. In case you don't know, my org 30K Incorporated, we do like a profit sharing thing. So dude, we gave out so much money to all of our members. We were feeling on top of the world. And then in case you don't know, YouTuber Loudguns, he DMs me and goes, by the way, that money is not real. And I was like, what? I mean, it seemed too good to be true, right? And it was. So what economy? I'll always say there is none, but there is so much more of an economy between players than CIG has created with UEX. And a lot of you guys look down on UEX as this horrible thing, but UEX is the best representation of the health of the current economy because it's the only thing that players regulate based off of their UEC balances, what they're willing to spend because of how much they have, and so on. So, a lot of you guys look down on it because the economy was so broken. Like, who was going to buy 900 quality iron for 5 billion credits? Like, that was just ridiculous, right? If you were playing the game legitimately, you just never had an opportunity to partake in it. But now you might be able to. When Star UEX by CIG, I mean, that's a really important thing I hope we figure out. By the way, I just accidentally I accidentally pressed my chair all the way down. But yeah, that's something that I'd like to see happen for sure. This will not be perfect, but this will be better. So this is an important step to stabilizing the economy as various new systems come online. Alongside it, we've also introduced additional safeguards aimed at reducing the exploits and duplication issues that impacted the economy previously. Given that there's still a lot of them there from what we can tell, are these extra safeguards even working? I don't know. We'll see. Here's what you'll keep. Vehicles obtained through Wicklow. I think this is the most questionable choice that they've made because all of the UEX economy interactions were for Wicklow items, and those items have been duped. Those items, even AAA pearls were broken. Guys, this is the first time. Expect a huge balance towards AAA pearls. I'm going to shoot a message to anybody that will listen to me. That AAA pearls just don't drop often enough. And the reason I don't think they fixed it was because when we went from regular Valacar pearls to AA and AAA, all of the Valacar pearls in your inventory became AAA. So there was this like wealth of AAA pearls in the economy. Those are now gone. And they barely spawn on the Valacar now. So we'll see what happens with that. But basically all of the exploiting was because of Wicklow. So yeah, they're going to need to really dial in the AAA Pearl thing. I hope they nail that. What they said, we're going to keep blueprints. We'll see about that. I'm pretty excited for it, but blueprints have persisted through every patch that we've gotten in the past. Any item or vehicle entitled to your account, which is, things that you bought for real money, just to be clear. Now, then there was another post from Niku that said, we want to clarify the following that will also be reset. Reputation, executive hangerships, which to me is really odd because I guess there were exploits because of the doors, right? And then Wicklow gear and items, so excluding the ships. And then they say the same bullshit about stabilizing the economy, which, again, is true, but also, what economy? So I don't know. I think they should. The most questionable thing is they should probably wipe all of the Wicklow stuff. They should wipe everything except for blueprints. The weird thing is if you wipe reputation, you're wiping the thing that got you the blueprints. So that one's a little bit weird. Maybe just do the full thing. I know that they're trying to I guess reduce as much pain as possible, right? So keeping the blueprints is going to be a nice thing. It's just like, from a sensical standpoint, that's fine, right? Like I'm just like for blowing up the whole thing. It doesn't really matter, but I'm not going to complain that we get to keep some stuff, of course, right? But yeah, I don't know what you guys think about this. I am so excited for this. But I also I'm ready and waiting to just point and laugh at the economy team again for not addressing the most obvious elephants in the room, and doing this wipe before the thing that they talked about doing towards the end of the year. And I'm curious what you guys think about this. There was a post made by somebody or a mention somewhere, maybe in a monthly report, that they are planning, because I've talked about faucets and sinks. An MMO economy will forever be broken if the faucets significantly outweigh the sinks. You want a little bit of inflation, but you don't want a ton of it. CIG has always suffered from a ton of it because the most expensive thing have experienced in the past was buying missiles, maybe, right? Which was a little much. and then buying ships, but those are one-time purchases. So the timing of this, I see somebody saying the wipe is for defense con sales. Could be. Could be. That's fair, to be honest. But I don't think they're doing it necessarily because of that, but it will help their sales most likely. But they had spoken about at the end of the year, the economy team, because I'm very critical of them. It's hard to be critical of them if they are aware of their issues and they have a timeline and a schedule to work on those issues. And to us, they told us bigger sinks are going to come in towards the end of the year. Do you think this insurance claim stuff is that? I don't see it being too bad, right? Because the claim timer starts when you spawn the ship now, so your claim timer is usually out by the time you need to. Hey. So yeah, not sure on that front. But for me, I think the timing of a wipe would have made more sense when you had more sinks. But also, I mean, who wasn't losing motivation to play Star Citizen when, somebody was randomly giving you $5 billion on your account, right? It was just stupid. Every time I logged in, there was more money on my account, and I barely played, right? It was a completely demotivating factor. So let me know what you guys think. Are you feeling motivated by this, demotivated by this? Some people grind it pretty hard in 3.7 for rep and for blueprints and for this and for that, and then to have a lot of that stuff taken away from you right away, obviously cannot feel good. Anybody who legitimately played the Wicklow game, that can't possibly feel good. So I totally understand. I saw somebody in my YouTube comments going, yeah, no, I'm done. I was like, I get it. I get that. But for me, it's the first time I've been motivated to play. So we're all experiencing things a little bit differently because I didn't feel it. I just didn't feel it. It didn't feel meaningful. It didn't feel worth it to do any sort of grinding. And now I feel super excited to do it. So I'm a little tired this morning. I'm on 2 hours of sleep, but yeah, this is my level of excitement. I legitimately am.